I've been telling you about how pension funds around the country are pulling back. As a matter of fact, California, the largest pension fund in the world, California's state pension fund, is cutting back on some of the more risky assets. They're getting rid of the alternative equity class in their portfolios. They're getting a little bit more conservative, obviously understanding some of the volatile times that lie ahead, and they don't have a pension fund as big as it is that can afford a hit like the hit they may take. San Diego, City of San Diego, taking another look at this thing and saying, look, we're going to use complex derivatives. That's a brilliant move. To supercharge, this is I'm reading from the Wall Street Journal, to supercharge bets as it looks to cover its funding shortfall. Now we've got one of a large city pension fund that is saying, hey, we've got all these funding shortfalls. What are we going to do? Hey, I got an idea. Let's get involved in some of those really complex, that is a code word for incredibly risky derivative markets so that we can make it up. At a time when banks are falling under regulatory burden to divest themselves of some of those derivative assets, no problem. Looks like San Diego is one city that'll buy them up from you. Why are the banks under that pressure? Because they're risky. Why are the regulation have changed somewhat with banks? Because they don't want any more bailouts of the banks. Yet here we have a pension fund. I mean, I only bring it out because it's amazing. You know, through every aspect of the financial economic world, whether it's a small city, small county, large state, the federal government, we just flat out refuse to learn any lessons. There are financial advisors out there that got absolutely hammered in 2008 and 2009. I mean, hammered from their own personal income, hammered from the loss of clients, loss of client base. There are plenty of them out there. Well, you know, Dan, that was 5 years ago. 5 years ago. You surely can't expect me to remember that and to act accordingly, can you? Well, no, I don't expect you certainly to do that, but certainly I would expect that you would think a little bit about it, but they don't. So why should these financial advisors in San Diego's pension fund have any more of a clue than anybody else?